I'll tell you something I've noticed during the season, though, Ron, is one of the key factors with JD is their depth. If you look at the sideline over there, you got twice as many kids on the sideline for JD as you do for Homer. And JD just keeps rolling them off the bench, Ron, and they're all good.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Most of those guys on the bench, would be starting for any one of these teams.
Yep.
And might even be their star. So there you see Tim Edwards, one of the JD co-captains, waiting for the official to put down the ball so we can get this thing going. He has Alex Hayden on one wing along with Matt Kopp, and we haven't talked a lot about Hayden and Kopp. Have really
strong,
been terrific on the face-offs. And this guy, Tim Edwards, wins the opening face-off, and we're underway here at Jamesville-Dewitt. It's good to be up here on the press box doing this game in the sun.
Yeah, for a change.
And this is Edwards with the ball, kind of slowing things down.
Edwards' percentage, Ron, with face-offs incredible.
Yeah. Oh, look at that pass. Oh, and Evans with a quick shot. First shot of the game. Yep. Don't know if the goalie stopped it or it hit the post. But both teams fighting for the loose ball. That's Brady. And it's picked up by Evans. Gets the ground ball. Burns gets it out.
Hate him.
This is Alex. Turns, goes to the right. Hard shot by Alex, goes out of bounds. Okay, this is Deke Burns, as mentioned, coming off a 9-point game against Whitesboro. He gets checked, ball down on the ground and scooped up by Homer. And they'll try to get the ball across midfield, and they do. Homer crowd yelling for a offsides. Don't get the call from the ref. And Davi Sacco, one of those superb defensemen, close defensemen that JD has, picked up the defense. This is Kopp. As Homer will move the ball around. Hayden picks up the defense with his short stick. And now here's Kopp going toward the goal. Shot stopped by, no, it was wide. Opening minutes of this contest, JD Homer. Shot to Stefano. Makes a grab at it, but goes wide out of bounds. Okay. Coos with the defense. Turning out to be a very good defensive midi for JD. That's Kopp, picks up the defense. Homer being patient, but not being able to get it in close against that JD defense. Shot wide again, and going to be chased down there by Homer. Ball being fought for, and Scott Furman, I think, grabs it.
Furman. Pass the ball.
And he is moving down the right side of the field. And he gets it off to Deke Burns. Burns coming up from the attack position to help out Scott Furman. And JD with possession.
All JD's defensemen excellent with clearing the ball around. They can really take it down the field.
And that was a perfect example of it. This is Evans. Jordan with a right-hand cradle gets it off to Aziz. Steven going to the right, can't find anything. Gets it behind the cage to Burns. Burns.
Homer playing very well so
They are
far.
Defensively. JD being very patient.
Yeah, they look pretty good on offense.
This is Evans. Oh, nice fake. And a shot. Oh, no, he got blocked. So you're right. Homer with a good defensive stand right now. Oh, that pass. Going to roll and going to be chased down by Brady, I believe. Yeah, he picks it up. Good hustle for that ground ball. Jeff Edwards. To Aziz. A little bit of a breeze coming in. Oh, nice pass. Shot saved by the goalie. And we'll see if Homer can get the thing across midfield against JD's ride. They do. This is Evans picking up the defense. Ooh, almost.
Disease.
Nice slide there by Sacco. Oh, good hustle by Evans. This is Sacco. No score here in the opening minutes.
Yeah, and we're down to under 7 minutes.
Okay. Both teams very deliberate with the ball, taking their time. Looking for that open cutter. Oh, there's a nice move. Shot wide, but it is chased out by Homer.
Furman.
Okay, Scott Furman picks up the defense. Oh boy, nice slide by, I think that was, okay, nice.
Look at Perkins.
Nice catch, Perkins.
Took that lick and got right up, right?
Yeah. All right, JD in business now in the offensive end. That defensive play down there by number 26, Runyons, was, set this up, JD's possession. Now this is Tim Edwards. Tim being guarded closely. Homer putting a lot of pressure on the Red Rams right now, it looks like.
They're playing well.
Tatum. Hard shot, going to be wide and chased out of bounds by Evan. Okay, Jordan trying to make a move. Left-hand cradle, quick pass. Burns, and Burns finishes. Evans to Burns for JD's first goal and the first goal of the afternoon. Deke Burns. JD up 1-0. Edwards back at the face-off. Hayden and Kopp. This time Hayden is trying to scoop up the ground ball, but Tim Edwards gets it.
Numbers.
They do have numbers. Look out. Quick pass. Shot by Brady. A nice slide by Homer. Goes out of bounds. Backed up by JD. Okay. Brady. Burns. Evans. And on top, Edwards. Hayden. Boy, trying to get that right-handed shot, but
they're playing. They're playing.
Well, they're playing. Yeah, I think they have that scouted. There it is. And Alex.
That shot you were talking about, right?
Right, that overhand shot puts a lot of mustard on it, and he finds the back of the cage. And JD quickly on top. 2-0 on an Alex Hayden goal. Nice pass from Burns. This is Jeff Edwards will be facing off. This is after the Homer timeout. And, violation on the Red Rams. Well, that's interesting. And Homer on a quick move after the face-off on the whistle. Sacco. Oh, nice check. And that ball's it's gonna stay in bounds. Oh boy.
Dobby ran right over that guy.
Okay. I don't know, what was the call here? It goes
Probably
to Homer.
Loose ball push, I don't know.
It goes to Homer. Look out. Gotta have a slide on that, and they do. Okay. Homer resets, gets into the offensive box. They trail it 2-0. That's Jeff Edwards on the defense. About 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Edwards staying close. This is Kopp. Aziz was on the defense there, and now it's scooped out front.
Kopp again.
And Matt Kopp, another one of those senior defensemen, having a spectacular
Ryan, I just can't
year.
say enough about JD's defense. You know, they're just they're swordsmen. I mean, they are
You're right.
so good.
This is Aziz. They slide very well.
They do. Watch out here.
Oh, and a shot and a goal. Just as we talked about the defense, Raj.
Yeah.
Homer picks up its first goal. And at the 2:31 mark, it's a 2-1 ball game. Okay, Tim Edwards again.
2:30, Ron.
All righty. And Tim flips it under his legs and picks up the ground ball, and JD are in business. Let's see if they can get one back. One of the things JD's been able to do all year long, Raj, is answer the other team's goals. So we'll see if they can here.
And then some.
Yes, well, and so it's 2-1. We'll see if, well, here comes Hayden. There's that overhand shot. Blocked by somebody. Down on the ground, being scooped at. Brady and a whistle. JD playing without a stick there. And Homer trying to tie this thing up. Minute 20 left, first quarter. Scott Furman picks up the defense. JD on top, 2-1. Here at the high school, Jamesville-Dewitt. Oh, nice check from behind.
Furman, I think, Ron.
Yep. But Homer gets the ground ball. Right now, Homer and JD probably about even with ground balls, aren't they, Pete?
I don't keep the...
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's all right. That's right, you don't keep the other team.
Run your LaRussa in there, Ron. And the 52 seconds left.
Yeah, and Roger, there's LaRussa, and another one of those good defensemen that come off the bench.
Yeah.
Along with Runyons.
29th Perkins.
Yep. Here is Perkins. Down to 30 seconds. All right, good defense. Good close defense by Perkins.
Yeah, Perkins only
and the JD crowd liked it. Shot going to go wide of the cage, out of bounds, and it looks like
16 seconds.
JD might have got to it. Nope, they didn't. We're going to give it to Homer. I thought Perkins had a good shot, but it's when the ball goes out of bounds. Who's closest?
16 seconds, Ron.
All righty. See if JD's defense can hold off these 15 seconds. Furman. Oh, and that shot. A weak shot because of the defense by Furman. And the save there by DeStefano. That'll end the first quarter here. A good one. In a close game, JD on top by a score of 2-1. And we'll turn things over to Roger Baker.
Roll in at the start of the second quarter here. JD on top, 2-1 over Homer in a close-fought contest so far. Tim Edwards set to take the circle. We got Kopp and Hayden on the wings. He flips it between his legs, and Kopp comes up with it.
Finds the goal.
Goes to his goalie. DeStefano, far side to Furman. Scott crosses the midfield stripe, takes it into Homer territory, deep into Homer territory, flips it off to Deke Burns. Been a quiet first quarter scoring-wise here, around only 3 goals, 2 for
Raj,
JD and 1 for Homer. There's
If
Burns.
I remember correctly, when we played Homer early in the year, first game actually.
We did, yeah.
It was a low scoring in the first, and JD.
There's Hayden.
There he is.
Left-handed shot.
He got checked.
Got checked,
Nice.
picked up by Evans.
Nice ground ball by Evans.
Evans behind the cage, loses his man. Ball goes down. Goalie picks it up, still down.
Yeah, it should be.
Whistle,
It should be JD. No, it isn't.
Homer ball. Perhaps a loose ball push, I'm not sure. Maybe in the crease, something. Okay, Homer clears it into Red Ram territory, where Sacco picks up the D. Behind the cage is Furman. Watches this man closely. Take it back on top. Cop on the D. Homer, very patient.
They are.
You know, Ron, I talked about depth before the game, and where the depth really hurts you is with your middies. Attack and defense usually play the whole game anyway, but middies get real tired, and Homer's probably only got really 1 line of middies over there.
They've always been good. Homer's always.
And JD with 2 real solid lines of middies,
right.
and a third that ain't too bad either.
Good defense.
There's Furman.
You know, they
Ball
just
gets checked,
All right, this
and
is
his
Nick.
brother picks it up. Nick goes back to the goalie. Man on him now.
Yeah, right on it.
And DeStefano hustling, running for his life. Far side.
Nick Furman.
Furman.
Great
forward
player.
to Cop.
JD with numbers.
Comes Matt. Oh, ball's high and the goalie picks it off.
Oh, look at Cop in the middle of
there
that.
hustling, boy. Out of bounds, far
See who
side.
it
I believe it's
goes to
going to Homer. Okay, Homer looking to clear. Homer not having any trouble clearing today, Ron.
No, they're not. They look very sharp right now.
Okay,
It's only a
here's
1-goal
LaRussa.
game.
LaRussa,
Yeah,
after that long stick, timeout,
Homer.
Homer. After that timeout, Homer with the ball early in the second quarter here.
Just under 9 minutes.
Davi picks up the D.
Tell you, the Homer attackmen are really working the defenseman.
Now, Homer's game overall has been very good.
Yeah. This is Perkins.
Perkins getting a lot of time on defense. Top of the key. Cop picks it up. Shot wide of the cage, out of bounds. Look at Stefano back there in the mix.
He gave it back to Homer.
Yeah,
Must have popped off his stick and went out of bounds.
I guess. So Furman will pick it up in the far corner. JD with that patented man-to-man defense. Here's Furman. Shot goes high.
Good look.
Good check over there by Sacco, I believe.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Should be JD ball.
Okay, I missed
Good.
that.
That was Runyons that made the defensive play right there.
Okay, with a
And,
short stick.
yep.
Playing D midi. It's the inbound. Gets by his man with an inside roll. Across the midfield stripe. And into Homer territory. Behind the cage.
Evans.
Shot by Burns, I believe.
But Evans
Picked up by Evans in the corner. Comes Hayden. Homer's defense sliding nicely.
Yep. Oh, there's a nice pass.
Acus.
And the guy, oh, goalie
No, didn't
saved
go in.
it. Saved it, couldn't find it.
Yeah, this one's going to go.
And that's gonna go out of bounds.
Out of bounds, so
So good.
Homer turns it over.
Good pressure by the JD ride.
Jordan Evans to inbound. About 7 minutes left in the quarter. Still 2-1. Defensive struggle here.
That is.
Here comes Evans.
Look at that.
Boy, he's got the moves. Shot.
That was Jeff Edwards. Made a nice move.
Out of bounds, backed up by the Red Rams. Deke Burns inbound. Brady kicks it out to Aziz. Comes Jeff Edwards. Back to Steve. Aziz looking to penetrate and shoot. Wide of the cage.
Just
missed it. Right where I'm looking from, but Ron and I look back. His left, the goalie's right.
Yeah, whatever. We should just say wide of the cage.
Yeah, wide of the cage.
And let the audience figure it out.
Hopefully you can see it on the replay. So here's Burns behind the cage. Burns with his spin moves. Ball goes in the
crease.
In the crease. So
goalie picks it up.
Goalie picks it up, looking to clear. JD's got the ride set up here. And they clear. Homer playing with a lot of enthusiasm, and you know they're looking at that scoreboard, going, "Hey, you know what? These guys may be number one in the state, but we're hanging pretty tough with them."
You bet.
Good move there. This is Evans. Really an attack man, but he plays a lot of midi too.
And he's an excellent defensive player as well.
Yes, he is.
Either from the attack position.
Ball down.
Oh boy. DeStefano out, trying to scoop it up.
And he does.
He does.
Look at that move, Ron.
Yeah, timeout, JD.
Timeout, JD.
I was waiting. I couldn't hear Coach Archer going timeout.
Wow.
I figured, boy, we were going to get a timeout.
What a move! What a move by DeStefano to get through those two defenders. So timeout, and we got about 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the JD's timeout. Tim Edwards with the ball, looking to clear. Tim across the midfield stripe and into Trojan territory. Takes it to Hayden. Move behind the cage.
Evans. Oh, there it is.
Oh, nice.
A cutting deep
Evans
Burns.
to Burns, and that's JD's third goal, and that's right at the 5-minute mark.
And that is pretty as they come.
Yep.
Perfect.
Hey, Edwards, Kopp, and Hayden at the midfield stripe.
Rod, that goal scored at exactly 5 minutes left before the half.
Yep. There's the flip between the legs. We've seen that a few times this year.
How are we doing on faceoffs?
Edwards comes up with it.
5-1 JD on faceoffs. And boy, I tell you,
How important is that? Yeah.
Oh, incredible.
Here's Edwards. Hayden. Alex coming hard with that left-hand overhand shot. Ball down. Homer comes up with it. Long stick takes it down the far side, unopposed.
All right, good.
Hayden pushes him out.
really pushed him out.
Yeah.
That was a
Behind the
dangerous
cage.
situation.
Sacco. Davi working his man. Akous picks up the D.
Oh, good pass.
Yeah, Furman right there though, Ron.
Well, he looked to be
Furman saw that coming. And
he looked to be in the crease, but
DeStefano
JD's got it.
kicks it across to LaRussa. Jake flips it over to Davi. Ball down. Watch out here.
Timeout.
Timeout. Homer. And I thought they had numbers there, Ron. Hey, we're not sure what happened there, but JD has the ball following that timeout, and the timeout didn't really last for the normal amount.
Yeah.
I think Homer's out of timeouts in this first half.
It could be, Raj, but the other thing, maybe Coach Archer called the timeout if JD got possession, but I don't
But they didn't have possession.
That's
Homer
true. I
had
didn't think they
possession.
did.
Here's Edwards working from behind the
foul.
couch.
Their man down. Aren't they?
Shot.
Oh, good save.
Saved by the goalie. Here's Hayden on D. Homer just will not go away here, I'll tell you.
No, I didn't expect them to. JD's just going to have to wear him down.
Aziz picks up the D.
And it's going to be the defense that rules. Certainly it's got to rule and keep them from scoring. Because I think JD's going to get some more points.
Yeah, here's Aziz. Shot.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, backed up by Homer.
2:38. 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Okay,
right
thanks,
before the
Ron.
half.
Homer works it around. JD with a 2-goal lead here. As Homer works it around. Cop. Shot. Out of bounds, backed up by Homer.
Their shots, Raj, have been going left or right
Yep.
of DeStefano.
Yep.
They're not getting.
Shots on
JD's
cage.
defense is really sliding quickly, and they're not getting real good shots. But they're still peppering the goalie.
There's Furman. Shot.
That's another one that was up high.
Out of bounds. Backed up by Homer inbounds. Sacco defense. I don't think there's been any penalties here in this first half.
You know,
is there?
Raj, I was going to say that. I think it's a penalty-free half so far.
No penalties.
Yep.
No flag.
Here's Aziz.
Very well
They
played
take it
game.
behind the cage where Furman again picks up the D.
Well played by both teams so far.
Here's Furman. He's looking to shoot. Furman stays right on him.
Oh,
Flag down. Got to be a slash.
Speaking of flags,
Yeah. Here's Kopp. Shot
that shot way wide.
wide, and JD will be man down for probably the last
17.
minute here. Got a minute and a few seconds left in the half. Hey, Homer, man up. LaRussa on the field with a man down team. So JD's got to hang on here for a minute to maintain their 2-goal lead.
You got Cop out front. LaRussa.
Here's a shot wide of the cage, out of bounds, just off the left-hand side. And like Ron said, they're getting shots, but
Yeah, they're wide.
they're wide on the. That's good defense, Ron.
Well, because the shots are forced
Yeah.
shots. Uh-oh, that's
oh boy!
That, I
And
tell
here's Kopp with the ball. No, he loses it.
if that was a good pass, that would have been a real good shot.
Whistle
at
on
the
the play.
goal. 39 seconds.
Okay, Homer ball. 39 seconds.
seconds.
Ron says.
The ball's got to go to the other side.
Aziz picks up the D.
Again, another nice
Yeah.
look, but the pass was high.
Look at DeStefano, Ron.
Yep.
Whistle on the play. JD ball.
JD ball.
Ron.
This is good.
Loose ball. I think it was a loose ball. Push there.
24 seconds
Okay,
remaining.
here's Aziz with the ball. It's going to be doubled. He goes to DeStefano. Yanni with a long clearing pass
Dobby.
to Sacco.
This is Edwards. 10.
Edwards looking to. Oh, he gets checked. Ball down.
Evans. Goal! Oh, play by
Evans picks
goal.
up the loose ball and pounds it in. At 7 seconds left in the half, so JD up.
Raj, that was a
4-1.
huge goal at this
Yep.
time because it's one of those momentum
Swinger.
killers
Yeah.
in terms of Homer.
Yeah.
You know, because they had.
Hey, Homer was hanging real tough with JD here.
2 goal.
and
Now it's a 3-goal lead,
Yeah.
and there's 7 seconds left.
Yep. Okay, again, Edwards, Kopp, and Hayden at the stripe.
Uh-oh, look out.
Time run.
I was just going to say. 2
Time
seconds
runs
left.
out on Homer, so JD with a 4-1 halftime lead, and we'll be right back with the second half.
Okay, we're back here at Jamesville-Dewitt High School. Ron Rabbiter, Roger Baker, Pete Malone, And we're ready for a second half of a very good contest right now. As Raj just said, that was a shot by Hayden. Hard-fought contest between the visiting Trojans of Homer and our own Red Rams of Jamesville-Dewitt.
Sprinkles of rain, Ron, and
Yeah,
then
a little
it's
bit.
kind of clearing up again, so I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I'd like to see that sun. Boy, this game started in the beautiful sun, and okay, Jordan Evans chases down the ball from behind the cage, and he'll have possession. Gets it off to Brady. McLaren takes his man. He's got a short stick on him. Takes it. Slips. Gets free, but gets checked from behind. Oh, and JD gets it back. Good hustle on both teams on that play, and we'll see. Homer ball. Correction, Red Rams with possession. Behind the cage, Burns. Deke in with a couple of goals so far. This is Tim Edwards. Behind the cage now, Brady. Again, JD being patient.
I'll tell you, Ron, Homer's playing these guys as well as anybody has all year.
Yep, you're right. I agree with you.
Stay with him. Let's go.
And we've talked about Homer being, I think, very well coached, very disciplined, and oh, here's a pass. Let's see, it goes down on the ground, chased down there by Hayden. Here comes Alex. Right hand, well, thought he was going to go to the right side. He drops the ball. Both teams fighting for it. Been a lot of these. And looks like it's a push on JD. Going to go to Homer. There's a lot of scrums. You know, a lot of loose balls being really fought for hard by both teams. Homer quickly down into their offensive end. Look at that defense. That is Perkins.
Perkins.
This is Furman. Oh, a pass down on the ground. And again, another one of those fight for the ground ball. Looks like Nick Furman, and he loses it out of bounds, and a flag on the play. Homer collects its first penalty. JD will be a man up. It's only the second penalty of the contest. It's been a clean but physical contest so far.
Yeah, one on JD, one on Homer. Right?
Yep. And JD moving the ball around quickly. Playing catch. Hayden and Edwards play catch. There's a shot.
Nice
saved by the goalie. Aziz with the long shot.
There's a ride.
Evans with the ride. This is a double team, but oh, nice clear by Homer.
Oh, Cop.
Oh, Cop knocks it. All right, JD probably got some numbers here. Good catch by, I think, Diamond.
Diamond. Oh, Diamond.
And Evans behind the cage. He gets checked, but hangs on to the ball. Hate him.
Blocked
shot. Again, down on the ground. Both teams fighting for it. And a whistle. All right, about 8:15 left, third quarter.
Oh,
nice check by Cop from behind. Boy, that defense helps each other out a lot. Again, a fight for the loose ball. Scott Furman picks it up, uses his goalie to Stefano. Oh, he's looking. Now he comes back over here to Furman. He's going to take it himself. Oh, he gets checked. Nice hustle.
Good check by Homer. Watch out. Oh. Body check
Tim
by
Edwards
yeah.
pushed the attackman out.
Runyons. Homer playing tough, Ron.
Oh, yeah.
There you are. That was a great check on Scott
It was.
Furman.
It was. Well, they have a very good ride too. JD known for its ride, but Homer really showing a lot of effort on that, on their ride.
All around, guys, get open for him.
But again, Kopp with the good close defense. Score is 4-1 here at Jamesville-Dewitt. Red Rams on top. About 7 minutes left in the third quarter. JD scoring its fourth goal with very little time left before
7
the
seconds,
half.
man.
And that was a momentum. Oh, there's a turnaround shot. DeStefano with the save. Out of the cage.
Nick.
Furman picks it up, gets it back to DeStefano, who's trying to avoid that defenseman. And he clears it
Nice
nicely
clearing
to
pass.
Hayden. And here comes Alex. Now, JD will set up its offense. And this is Burns. Deke, right-hand cradle. And we're back out on top to Tim Edwards. Here comes Tim. Nice pass to Akuz, and his shot goes wide, but backed up by Evans. Evans. Hayden gets it back to Evans. Jordan loses it. And the ball scooped up by Alex Hayden. He gets checked from behind. This is Brady. Gets it behind it, Burns. Deke takes his man toward the cage. Nice
roll
and a nice save by the goalie, and the ball will go out of bounds. And rewarded to Homer because Burns
in the crease.
was in the crease.
Shoved in, but he was in there.
So it'll be Homer ball. About 5 minutes left before this third quarter ends. JD up 4-1. Homer possession.
Furman.
Scott Furman.
Runyon's back in there with a short stick, man.
Okay.
Perkins playing real
Yes,
good
yeah,
D-mid.
yeah. Yeah, that defense has just been superb. Furman.
Nice slide there.
Runyons staying with his man. Shot being fought for by both teams, and a push. So Homer gets the whistle from the refs. They'll have possession.
That was a loose ball push, could have gone either way.
Yeah, it
Ryan.
looked like it. I know.
Pete didn't like the call.
Yep. Pete's usually right about those things.
Yes, he is.
Perkins. Oh, nice turnaround. And
Top after it.
the ball being chased down there by Kopp. Picks up the ball and a whistle. Right, about 3:18 left. This is Davi. And he's going to split the ride. And it's JD ball.
Evans.
Evans out on top now. The left-hand cradle. Switches hands and goes to Aziz. Way back. Edwards. Oh, shot. And the goalie stops it with his body. but a good look, a nice move by Edwards to get close. Oh, here's a steal. Brady picks it up.
I'll tell you, some kind of defense Homer's played here around to hold
Yes.
JD to 4 goals so
You're
far
right.
in this game.
A defensive battle.
This
This is Brady. Trying to ISO his man here. Got to make a move on him. Oh, he gets checked though. And the ball scooped into the crease, picked up by the goalie. And a clear. JD setting up that ride.
Oh, 3 of them converge on him over there.
And JD gets the ball. Who's got it?
Oh, just missed Brady.
Yeah. And
Brady
it was
got nailed in.
up situation for JD.
Diamond and there's the extra man.
Okay. With Burns. Hatem. Aziz. Oh, nice move. Shot. Guess who?
What a great move.
Just a terrific move. And you know, I really like that low shot.
Yep.
Kind of bounced it in. And Evans with JD's 5th goal. That's a big one. And Red Rams lead it 5-1. Minute 20 as Tim Edwards back facing it off. He's had a good day facing it off. And he picks up another one. And here he goes. We could see his shot saved by the goalie.
Long clearing pass over the head.
And that pass will be picked up by a Red Ram. Nick Furman. He brings it into the offensive box. Nice pass to Hatem, but he gets checked.
Hit there. Well-timed hit.
Tim Edwards will get the ball from Furman. How much time?
Under a minute.
Under a minute. Tim will be patient. JD up 5-1 right now.
A Coos in the lineup.
All righty. There you see Allie. Edwards with a nice move. Trying to muscle his man. Oh, he gets triple teamed down there.
They did good defense.
They slid. Scooping and nice clear. Oh, that ball down on the ground.
Isn't it? No.
Got to be very little time.
Under 10 seconds.
Okay, JD with, let's pick that ball up. Let this quarter end. And it is Sacco and Davi will hold on to the ball, and that will end. We have 3 quarters in the books here at Jamesville-Dewitt. JD 5 and Homer 1.
Hey, start of the 4th and final quarter here at Jamesville-Dewitt High School. Red Rams on top, 5-1 in a low-scoring defensive struggle against Homer. Edwards, another face-off, should have numbers if he can get down there. Ball goes awry.
It might stay. Yeah, Cop's going to pick it up.
Cop will pick it up.
Raj, JD's 8-2 right now on face-offs.
Cop is the ground ball
Could be the
machine.
difference in the game.
Yeah, 8-2 in the face-offs, Ron says. Like I said, Cop, a ground ball machine. Here's Hatem. Shot. Score. In the upper left-hand corner, Alex Hatem hits that hard. And Ron, he's getting so his left-handed shot is as good as his right.
Yeah, right. Because I'm sure people have scouted him and really take him, so he's forced to use that left hand, and we've really seen an improvement.
So JD on top, 6-1. And Ron,
okay, Raj, well, let's get this face-off, then I'll
it's
I'll
Edwards.
finish up. It's Jeff Edwards. Cobb and Aziz.
What were you going to say, Ron?
I was going to say it's 2 for Edwards. Excuse me.
No,
2 for Evans. 2 for Deke Burns, and now 2 for Alex Hatem, the JD scoring.
The twofers.
The twofers, that's good.
Edwards in the circle, the younger brother of the Edwards duo. Aziz can't get the handle on it, neither can, Homer does. They come up with it.
No, they don't.
No.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Nick Furman with a great play.
Okay, so JD, whoa, nice pass, but it's knocked down by a Homer defender there. JD long stick trying to cross the, or Homer long stick. Looking to clear. He's having trouble finding
You
somebody.
lose it. Got a timeout.
Timeout, Homer. We go following Homer's timeout. They had a little trouble trying to clear the ball, so their coach called timeout. Sacco picks up the D.
Yeah, every possession, especially for Homer, is
Yeah.
really, really. So
They're
that was
still
a
in
good,
the game here. They're not that
there's no
far
question about
behind,
it.
but it is a low-scoring contest, and LaRussa
picks
comes
the
up with
ground
it.
ball. Boy, Raj, we've seen him really grow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's one of them
as
guys.
a really, really good defenseman.
He comes off the bench and very, very important. This team, we talked about depth, Ron. There's a clearing pass to Perkins. Perk across. But it was after
That was a real good check by number 14 on Brady's shot.
Okay.
Right before he shot it. Nice check.
Homer comes up with the ball.
10 minutes to play.
Yeah, you were talking about LaRussa, though, Ron. He's just one
yeah.
example of guys that come off the bench.
And
You can't describe how valuable they are to this team. Runyons, guys like
that's
that.
exactly. I was going to say Runyons.
Yep.
He really, going back to that West Jenny game, they came off the bench and played
did.
very well when they needed that defense.
And it's not just those two. There's several other guys that play that backup role. It's so important. Ball down. Furman looking to make a check there. Ball
Look at
down
that
over
check
there.
by Sacco. And Furman gets
comes
it.
up with it. Here's Aziz. Steve crosses the midfield stripe on the attack. Homer still playing with a lot of enthusiasm.
All Raj, no question about it.
Yep.
They came to play, and they played very well.
Here's Aziz from behind the cage. Oh!
Deke Burns
From Aziz.
from Aziz, and that's a hat trick for Deke.
Yep. He's a scoring machine, that young
he
man. That was at
certainly
the
is.
9-minute mark. JD goes on top 7-1, and that could kind of put it out of reach for Homer.
Yeah, it could
And
be.
I hate to make that prediction with 9 minutes left in the game, but I'm going to make it anyway.
LaRussa down here.
LaRusso on one wing, Hayden on the far side. Edwards in the circle. Jeff kicks it ahead this time instead of between his legs.
Raj, that'll be one of my keys to the game, face-offs,
Oh, yeah.
because JD's just
Here
totally
comes
dominant.
Edwards.
Mostly with Tim Edwards, his brother Jeff.
Picked off
Terrific.
by Homer. Oh, nice try by a Coos. Furman shot right at the
Could be
cage,
JD,
out of
yeah.
bounds, and backed up by DeStefano. Stefano to inbound. Hayden can't hang on to the pass. Ball down.
Get somebody back.
Whistle blows. Going blue.
8 minutes, 15 seconds.
Thank you, Ron. So Homer now by 6 goals here. LaRussa in the game. Coos picks up the D.
And he's another one of those guys coming
Yeah,
off the bench.
Very
Just
strong.
very,
Here's
very
Tatum.
physical defenseman.
Shot. Right of the cage.
Oh, yes.
Backed up by
And
DeStefano.
DeStefano again.
And you know, it's got a lot of time today, Ron, especially at D-mid, is Perkins.
Yes.
A lot
yes.
of time.
And remember, did not start the year on this team.
No,
he
he's
came
up
up from
from
the
JVs.
JVs. He's just a sophomore.
Nice
and,
catch there by Davi. Brings it up the far sideline. Nice move. Nice move. Kicks it ahead to Deke. And in the corner is Mac Brady. Mac works the ball. JD killing a little clock here, Ron.
Well, Rod's flag down. It'll go
Flag
against
down,
Homer.
okay.
And
There's Burns.
they might as well take as much. He's down the ground.
Down he goes, and JD be man up. Okay, Jordan Evans inbound, JD man up. I don't think JD has scored on a man up situation here today
I don't think either team has.
No.
It's only the.
because there's been some great defense.
Oh, look at
So look
that.
at this. Oh, saved by the goalie. Great save.
It was a great yeah,
save.
it was.
Edwards right in his face. And they're looking to clear, and they're going to be
Nice check
away.
How about a hit, huh?
Aziz
Steve Aziz
down.
got hit high. He's down on the ground.
Whistle
And
on
a
the
penalty.
play. And a penalty. Left in the contest. Penalties on both teams, so we're going to be playing each a man down for a minute here.
And
I
Roger,
believe.
looks like two defensemen, and I think they're both wearing number 25.
Yeah.
You know who number 25 for us is.
Yep.
But again, a tough hit to
Aziz,
Stephen
yeah.
Aziz. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with the penalty, but perhaps the two 25s wanted each other. I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
here we go. Both teams a man down. Not much point to having both teams a man down, I don't think, but there's Perkins on the D over here.
It's been a very physical game, and I think that
It has,
was,
and Homer's been very strong. Their
yeah,
defensemen
and
are strong.
I just don't think the refs want things to get out of hand.
Yep.
6 minutes left.
Homer's not quick to do much of anything here with the ball. I don't know why.
They wanted to get the man back in here. Now they're a man up.
Must have been a 30-second on them and a minute on
Yeah,
us, Ron.
yeah, yeah.
That's all I can figure.
Move it around.
And I'm not sure about ours. It could be
There's
unreleasable.
LaRusso.
I'm not sure. That's a nice.
Yeah, ball
Nice
down.
look.
Here comes a shot.
All right in the
Yep.
net of Dan
There's Perkins
DeStefano.
running for
Great
his life.
save.
DeStefano out of the cage. Oh, look at that move, Ron. Boy, this kid's got moves. Shot.
Fires it. All right. Give Dan DeStefano credit.
He wanted that shot.
Boy, he did.
Backed up by JD. He kind of fooled him too, Ronks. He pulled up like he wasn't going to shoot, and then he let it rip.
Yep.
Here's Brady with the ball. We're down to 5 minutes. Mac's going to get doubled over here. Homer's getting a little bit desperate now.
Well, they have
Running
to.
out of time.
They have to.
Yeah. Okay, here's
Clock's-
Tatum.
The
Takes
clock,
it in the box.
what's
Shot.
Hayden.
Alex Tatum.
And Alex joins the hat trick club along with Deke Burns.
In a circle, we got Kopp on one wing. We got Jordan Evans
Well, it's
making
unreversible. We're
a
still-
guest appearance on the far side, Ron.
it's interesting.
You
to
don't see
him.
Jordan
He's
up
playing a lot
there
of
too
mini
much,
today.
but ball down. Here comes Edwards.
And interesting.
Timmy takes it to the
Tim
corner.
didn't go to the cage, so we might see
Yeah.
JD trying to get some time.
We're still a man
Oh,
down,
still a
Pete
man down.
says. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's why.
That's why we got Pete, to let us know these things.
Here it comes.
And
Here
it
we
looks
are.
like
Now
we're
equal.
full strength.
Okay, full strength.
Now he'll go to the cage.
Edwards just killing some clock over there. Brady.
Good save.
Saved by the goalie. Ball down over there. Still down.
And a whistle.
Not sure what that call
I think that
was.
may. Oh, no. Timeout somebody.
Timeout. Okay.
I don't know who.
JD, it must be. On that Homer timeout, their ball looking to clear. They come to the far side here to the defenseman. He's going to try to shoot. Checked. Ball picked off by the goalie. Stefano very clever with the stick and with his feet too. Here's Davi. Cross to Furman. Nice ride by Homer. Ball down. Perkins comes
Perkins,
up with
nice.
it. Crosses a midfield stripe.
Nice ground ball by Mike.
Get it in.
Here's Edwards in and out of the box.
Hate him.
Hate him coming hard. Shot over the top, out of bounds. I think he got checked, Ron.
Yeah,
He did too.
a little high.
Yeah.
That shot. But I
And
do
Homer
think it was a
backs
check.
it up.
Oh, they didn't call it pass. They called it a pass.
No,
3:15 left.
Homer got the backup on that, Pete. They were closer to the 3:15. You said, Ron?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Oh, big time check in there.
Come on, Caleb, you know it's true.
There's Hayden. Flips it one-handed to Runyons. Nick Furman comes up with it, tries to get it to Kopp. Kopp after it.
Timeout. Oh, offside.
Offside
Oh, yeah, we were.
against JD. 2 minutes, 36 seconds remains before JD can chalk up their 13th win, Ron.
Yep. 13.
Shot.
Oh.
Wide Kate out of bounds, backed up by Homer.
13-0, and I'm sure they'll remain number one in the state.
Well, I'm sure. And I'll tell you, Ryan, you can't take anything away from this Homer team.
Absolutely, Raj.
And we talked earlier about depth. Boy, oh boy, does it show in the second half here.
Yeah, I was
There's
going to.
Davi. Boy, he's
Look at that
all over
defense.
this man. That's textbook defense,
You
Ron.
betcha.
And here's Kopp, who ain't too bad either.
Oh, there's a shot.
Shot, score. And that was at the 2:05 mark, so Homer with their second goal. Edwards takes the circle. We have LaRussa on this side, Hayden on the far side. Ball's kicked out. Homer wins the faceoff. LaRussa on his man. Ball down.
Lewis's defense forced that back.
Very
pass.
nice, yep. Here's Davi.
Look at Davi. Look at this. He can stay step for step with almost anybody.
Takes his man down, picks the ball up, crosses the midfield stripe, and says, "Here you go, Edwards."
And we'll see if Tim slows it down a
Did
bit.
my
Although
job.
we will. JD's got to keep in the box now.
Yep,
with
under
that,
2 minutes.
8-2 lead.
What is the time, Ron?
2 minutes, a minute, 20
Minute
seconds.
20.
Okay, Edwards content to go into the stall mode pretty much over there.
Come on, Casey.
Yeah, they're going to let Tim just hang on to it for a bit.
Fat lady can start singing here.
Oh, nice. I think Homer's dropping back a little bit here.
Yeah. Brady.
40 seconds, Raj.
Okay, I think as long as JD doesn't make a move towards the goal, they won't get pressed too hard. Obviously, no double here.
Oh, this guy's playing good defense on him. And,
Yeah. Oh, nice fake there.
oh, and he's going to shoot.
Shot.
Goalie's got to be aware because
Yeah.
Brady had a nice shot.
Yeah, he did. Here's Hayden with the ball.
And they're going to let him, probably, I think, let him just
Okay.
ease the clock away.
So JD racks up its 13th win against Homer. A pretty close-fought defensive struggle, but they prevail. And we'll be right back with some post-game comments. And your thoughts on this afternoon's game?
All right, Raj, again, the final score, JD 8 and Homer 2. With the win, of course, as you mentioned, 13-0, undefeated, and 9-0 in league play. Four things that I just wanted to quickly bring up. I think the fourth goal that JD scored with 7 seconds left in the first half was a key to this victory because the score was 3-1. A lot of momentum on the part of Homer, and then JD popped in that fourth goal, and I think it took a lot off. Secondly, face-offs. Pete will have the stats on that, but JD dominated the face-off.
Yes, they have all year.
And you know, when you give JD's offense the ball, they're going to score eventually. But the biggest, I think, and the biggest key to this whole game was JD's defense. You know, I mean, you can...
Have we said that before, Ron?
I think we had, Raj. Defense ruled in this game. You know, Homer came to play. I got to give them credit. They came to play. They put a lot of effort out there.
And Homer
credit
had
them with that.
a notable defense also.
They certainly did. But JD's defense just shut them down like they have just about everybody else.
And Ron, one more thing we talked about early on was depth. And I think it was obvious in this game in the second half, JD's depth just a little bit too much for him.
Yeah. So if I were to give an MVP, it would be for JD's defense. It was just terrific again today, and we look forward to it for the next game. Pete,
Okay,
you
Pete,
got some
up.
stats?
I think one thing that hasn't been said is that JD played a game yesterday, right?
That's
That's
right.
right,
So
they did.
They
Could have been a little